Desperate times call for desperate measures. English proverb. A couple of years ago, a new phrase popped up in urban vernacular. I remember when I first heard the term thirsty and thought, what does that mean? I have two teenage children, so I try to keep up with what's going on in urban and pop culture. So today, when I hear someone described as being thirsty, I am fully aware it is not meant as a compliment, but as a way of saying someone is being or acting desperate. Apparently, among young people and their dating scenarios, the last thing one wants to be is thirsty. However, I've got a few years on the teeny boppers. The fact I just used the word teeny bopper should attest to that. And I've come to believe that desperation isn't all that bad. In fact, in regards to change, one must be desperate for it. I smell change in the air. I feel for me, and I believe for many others, there is a transition happening. It's simply time for something different, something new, something higher, something greater. If you are within that cohort, if you want a change, need a change, feel it's time for a change, then the last few post 66 to 69, have been for you. I believe the universe offers us many opportunities or invitations to meet our purpose and rise to our best and highest selves. Within these opportunities, we dance with the divine and partner with God to move forward in our lives. Praise and worship is an invitation to dance with the divine, meet our soul's purpose, and rise to our highest self. I believe education can be an invitation, as can our relationships with friends and loved ones. Indeed, challenges and difficulties is such an invitation, as can a myriad of other life experiences. Likewise, I'd like to suggest that desperation is also an invitation to be our best selves. Our thirst for change also serves as an opportunity to embrace our soul's purpose and dance with God. I'm the first to admit that desperation is not comfortable and is rarely pretty, but it's necessary because it pushes us to places we might not otherwise go. If we are truly ready for change and thirsty for more, we must be desperate enough to tell the truth, facing the whole truth about ourselves and our experiences while refusing to live a lie, tell a lie, or nurse any untruth about ourselves. We must claim and live our truth. We have to be desperate enough to be vulnerable. We have to stop hiding behind our past so that we might embrace the reality and promise of our present and future. We must be desperate enough to forgive, giving up the hope that the past could have been any different, while freeing ourselves from the prison of yesterday. We have to be desperate enough to tell a different story about ourselves and simply let it go. Maybe to take a risk. When we feel a move or decision is genuinely and honestly for us, we must be desperate enough to make a move and take a risk without being overwhelmed with the thoughts of what might be lost, but rather focus on what there is to be gained. To be out of the norm, to go against the grain. We must be desperate enough to look thirsty. We must not value swag over spiritual integrity, meaning we must be true to ourselves. We must be authentically who we are and not paralyzed by the fear of what others say or think. I don't know about you, but I'm desperate for change. Our country needs it, our world needs it. Nevertheless, I'm reminded of an old hymn. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Yes, our world needs change, but so does my life. I can't effectively change the world without first experiencing a change within myself. As I change within, that energy will change my life, and my life will affect the world. So, call me thirsty if you'd like, that's fine. I just know that I'm desperate for change. Aren't you? For this is not the end of our story. Our best days are not behind us, they are ahead of us. I'm ready for a change. It's time for a transition, and I'm desperate enough to do what it takes because I believe there are big things coming. Note, If you're new to the site, it might be helpful to read the first introductory post. Also, feel free to post your questions or comments here. And you can always reach out to me on Twitter at Ray C. Jordan using the hashtag BigThingsComing, copyright 2014. As always, thank you for reading and listening, and take a few moments to listen to the one and only Gladys Knight below. Bye-bye.